Carolyn Hancock, and this is Letters from Japan. The festivals of Japan tell age-old stories if you just watch the progression of people. This one is Nikko, filled with tradition. On Saturday, May 20, 1995, with Bill doing the writing of our Nikko trip. We took off several days, Thursday and Friday, to go north of Tokyo to a place called Nikko for a big festival. We packed fairly light, one bag, one backpack, 2 cameras. Dropped Debbie off at the kennel on Wednesday evening and got to bed early, a little after midnight. 5 a.m., we're up and at 'em. Gotta be at the bus stop early. We caught old number 8 to Yokohama Eki, and then the JR train to Tokyo, changed to the Ginza Line subway to get to our rendezvous with the express train to Asakusa. The train is named Spacia. It looks sleek and fast. It's not the super high speed, but it's fast and it doesn't stop at many stations. The seating is reserved and quite comfortable. In fact, it's much more comfortable than any airplane. From Asakusa, it's about 2 hours to our destination. When we get to Asakusa, we have about 25 minutes to spare, so we run across the street in front of the Eki and grab breakfast from Mr. Donut. It's kind of funny. The Japanese people are fond of the names with Mr. We have Mr. Donut and Mr. Pizza all over the place, and many smaller, isolated places named Mr. Whatever. We're on the train and off to the country. The ride was uneventful. We arrived in Tobu Station in the city of Nikko. It's hot outside. There is one main street passing through town, north to south. The perpendicular side streets only go 2 or 3 blocks either side, and they dead end. We don't know exactly where our hotel is, but it's somewhere north of here. We decided to just walk and find it. Well, we walked for about half an hour and see a sign to turn up on the little side street and walk up the big hill. Nikko is in the foothills of the mountains. In fact, there is winter skiing not far from where we are. Carrying a bit of luggage and climbing the hill is a bit tough, but we get to the top and find the hotel, the Kanaya Hotel. It's old, very old, over 100 years, but it's in excellent condition. Check-in time is 2:30, but we can leave our stuff in the cloakroom and go on down to the festival, which begins in about 30 minutes. So we dump our stuff and go back down the hill and across the highway into the Nikko National Park and walk up and up and up another big hill. We enter the temple grounds and see several concession booths and lots of people gathering to watch the parade. We bought a couple of big snow cones to knock back some of the heat and look around to find our reserved seats for the parade. The man in the hotel had told us to go up the hill and find the man in the black suit. There were seats reserved for the hotel guests. Well, there were lots of people here, and lots of them had black suits, and none of them appeared to be our man. Where are those reserved seats? So we continued to walk up the hill along a roadway, which was obviously going to be the parade route. In fact, people were lining the street. Policemen, a lot of them, were exercising crowd control with 2 rows of rope on each side of the road. Everyone was out of the street except us and the police. There was a loudspeaker with announcements in Japanese and English. They were talking about the horses and not to use flash photography to avoid scaring the horses. We were envisioning something like Roman chariot races with the wildly racing horses charging along the roadway, so we better hurry. We turn a corner in the roadway and wow, there must be 10,000 more people and hundreds of concession booths lining the main road all the way up a long, sloping road right into the temple gates, probably a bit over a quarter mile away. We stop a policeman and ask about seating for the hotel group. He doesn't even know what we're talking about, but he points up the hill. So we continue in that direction. We do finally find a group of folding chairs with a little sign, Kanaya Hotel. We found it, our reserved special seats. The man in the black suit is in the shade. He points to the chairs. Dozo, which means, here you are. The parade starts. It's quite good. There are 1,200 plus people walking, all in traditional dress and costumes dating back hundreds of years. Also, there are some on horseback, really decked out in fancy clothes. There are groups carrying large portable shrines and various kinds of musical instruments. Overall, the parade lasts for about 30 minutes, going from the temple down to the lower entrance near where we started walking. In 2 hours, the parade will make a return trip back up the hill into the temple. I leave you with my thought for the day. America has its own traditions, towns that carry on those traditions of heritage. Look for them, embrace them, and remember our great country.